This is the Frontier Doubles League, a league unlike the typical threes leagues. We are a North American 2v2 Rocket League competitive league that has a scene for players of all ranks. So, what makes us different besides the fact that we're a 2v2 league instead of the typical 3v3? Well, we offer flexible scheduling, most matches are streamed with live commentary, we're a smaller, more personable community that scrims often. We truly are the most friendly league out there. So, whether you're trying to improve your skills or just want to have some fun, you'll find a place here. To sign up today, visit fdl.gg. Welcome back, Frontier Doubles League. We have had a great weekend of championships here, and we've got one more for you here between the Rams and the Dragons. This is the Expert League Championship. We've got the Dragons. You know them very well. This is Pro and Yveria. The dynamic duo. They've been here. They're very, very strong. And then on the other side of the field, we've got KP and NVA, which are two Rams players that we do not see very often at all. Somebody else that you do see often is my buddy KJ over here and with me in the casting booth. Of course, I am Harmonic. KJ, what's going on tonight? How are you feeling this matchup out?
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, it would not be an FDL Championship game if we didn't have the two legend casters of you and myself. So it's a perfect scenario that we got going on. But for the Rams and Dragons, I mean, this is it. This is the game. Dragons looking like the more solid team. Pro and Yveria, very solid players. KP and NVA, not really sure how they're going to be able to communicate as well. Don't know if there's going to be a lack of communication or better communication, but it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to come out on top.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This is definitely a David versus Goliath situation, in my opinion. As the Dragons, this is their top lineup, the lineup they've been going with all season long. I'm pretty sure they're undefeated. We've seen how strong they are when they play together. Pro and Yveria, they play. I mean, every time it seems like I boot up Rocket League, I see them playing together. They're queued up. They're playing ranked. They're practicing. These guys know each other very, very well. So you know the communication is going to be on point. And as for the Rams, yeah, this is not their top lineup. This is not the usual suspects. No Michael, and no Curious either. So yeah, with KP and NVA, KP is very capable. We've seen KP play in the championship for Origin last season. So he's been here before. He knows what it's like to play in this environment. NVA, not so much. I think he's relatively new. So we'll see how they play together. But yeah, I'm excited to get this back going. Oh, hang on one second. I do believe our host, Casey, has lost connection. So we'll wait for him to get back in here before we get this match started. So instead, KJ, why don't we talk about both these teams' journeys and how they got here? So the Dragons last week had a bit of a tough climb against the Owls, who are a very formidable team. They were coming off of a fresh win the previous week in the wildcard round. And they played well, but it was a tough contest. We got to see what it's like when Pro and Yveria actually have to try and think about what they're doing, and not just kind of flow through and win. So, what did you see in that last matchup for the Dragons?
Well, one of the biggest things is the Dragons have to watch those double commits and making sure that they're in the place that they need to be, whether it be to get a pass or to be able to take control of the ball. If they're able to do that, they may find themselves being able to blow past this Rams team. However, we do have to look at the other side, the flip side, and kind of give a step back that these guys are very offensive minded. Both Pro and Yveria, very offensive minded players. So the rotations for defense could be put to the test by the Rams if they're able to get big booming clears.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the Dragons, yeah, very formidable on offense. Pro can be very, very strong on defense. I saw him make some fantastic saves last series against the Owls. But along that same vein, like you were saying, the Dragons got tested. They got tested last week against the Owls, so we know they can drop games. It's not been an easy path, a simple 4-0 sweep on the way here. So on one sense, they've been tested, but also they got through that test and passed with flying colors, taking that 4-2 series victory. So we'll see how they stack up to this Rams test, which again, we've said David versus Goliath matchup. So I'd like to see the Rams maybe take a couple games here. We'll see how it shakes out. But I think we got KC back in here. So let's go ahead and get this one started.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to kind of point out is something you said earlier was that KP has been in this situation before, so he knows what the pressure is like. It's going to be interesting to see if the pressure folds out to others as well. And as we get into game one, man, I am ready for this one.
Yeah, let's see how this one shakes out. Yveria already taken to the sky. KP gets a nice save. Now Pro has the ball, trying to get it past NVA. NVA's touch spares the Rams 4 now. KP off the wall, passes out to NVA. Will take possession of the ball. One touch off the backboard, looking to rebound again. It's on target, but now the counterattack for the Dragons. Rams will not be back on defense, and Yveria just taps it into the goal, and the Dragons up early.
Yeah, KP went for that bump on net. Thought NVA might be able to get a shot on. Not able to get that shot. And Yveria with an easy open net, able to just drive that one down the field.
That he was. Let's see how the Rams will respond. KP on the back line, waiting for the ball to drop. Takes one touch. Yveria steals his boost. KP is going to be able to get this ball away. Pro intercepts. Touch here from NVA. Back to NVA from KP. Not able to get a good touch on the ball. Collision in the corner. Ooh, that's a dangerous touch there from Pro. Looked like he might have mishandled the ball for a second. Instead, he's off the ceiling. What can Pro do? You know he's cracked. It's with a musty flick. It's on target, but KP with a great save. And the Rams survive yet again.
Ooh, I thought we were going to see, like, absolutely disgusting, gross Pro on that one. Luckily, the Rams were able to get up for that ball to make the save on it. I wonder if we're going to see any more of this, because if so, this is going to be a better series than people might think.
Yeah, it might. I mean, yeah, the Pro with some great display of mechanics there with the musty flick off the ceiling. Oh, there's a great shot from KP. Not able to get a touch was Yveria, and the Rams are on the board.
Yeah, great dunk there from NVA. Yveria had to avoid that bump from NVA, and KP just there to be able to capitalize on that. And that's exactly what they're going to have to do to get past this Dragons team that is very muscular on the offensive side.
They really are. Well, yeah, as we were saying, Pro with these mechanics, it's great to see him bring those out. Also, if you're a Rams fan, great to see that they were able to stop it in midair. It's stopping a ceiling shot musty flick like that. Not super easy, but the Rams make it look so. Yveria off the sidewall, takes one touch. NVA can't make contact with the ball. It'll be all up to KP on defense, and he does well enough to dispossess Yveria. Now Pro on the back wall, looking for another touch here. He does find it. A third touch. Will put the ball into Rams territory. Looking again, another one out to Yveria. There's nobody in front of the goal, but he misses the shot. Unfortunate break there for the Dragons. I'm not sure why he missed that one. It could just be a run-of-the-mill miss for Yveria there, but you do not see that very often, KJ.
Oh, it's so unfortunate because it was an open net. NVA and KP bumped each other on the right side of the goal. Oh, it's so unfortunate. You really hate to see stuff like that happen.
Yeah, you really do. Oh, man, it just... Not sure how he does not miss very many of those, KJ. That I know for sure. Now we will see what becomes of it. Pro shot wide of the goal. KP on the backboard to defend. It'll be NVA versus Yveria. NVA's touch not great for setting up the Rams. KP's shot will be off target. Yveria with a touch on the back line now. It is Yveria with the ball. He's got possession, blocked out by NVA. KP is there trying to dunk over top of Pro. The ball does not go in. We remain tied.
Oh, man. I think if KP would have actually faked that, I don't think Pro would have had a chance because he had his boost stolen, so he didn't have too much in the tank. But that's a really good clear to get rid of some of that pressure. And if the Dragons keep doing this, this is this could go their way.
See now KP on the back line. Or sorry, in the offensive zone. NVA gets a touch here. Looking for another one over Yveria. Yveria has a decent touch, but right back out to KP. The Rams have been able to sustain some attack here. Oh, that's a good flick over one. Pro looking for another one. Not the best touch from NVA. KP is there, though, to make sure Yveria doesn't have an immediate shot. He still finds one. NVA needs a save and gets it. Now he's got possession. NVA carries into the Dragons half. Off the ceiling now. Down to KP. He will beat Pro. The shot is wide. Unfortunate there. KP couldn't put that ball on target. Yveria was there ready for defense anyway and turns it immediately into offense. And Yveria has the Dragons up 2-1.
What a great counterattack by Yveria there. KP putting that shot way wide. Yveria just playing very patient Rocket League. Takes that ball all the way down, pops it off the sidewall, puts it right in the net.
Great play there. Dragons now up 1 goal, 30 seconds remaining. Pro with another touch. If he can keep this ball on the Rams half, that would be ideal for the Dragons. And they are doing just that. Ball right in front of the goal. Nobody there to defend. And Pro looks to seal this game away.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate jump there by KP. NVA committed to the ball as well. Pro left with an easy open net. And 9 times out of 10, he was here last year. He did not miss many of those. He's not going to start now.
Not a chance. Dragons looking and feeling confident now. Yveria with a shot wide off a great passing play from Pro. KP now off the sidewall, takes to the sky, trying to dunk it past Yveria. Not going to happen. Rams had sent the kitchen sink, so the goal is open. NVA can't get there. Ball floating to the goal, and it is in. Yveria with a goal at the buzzer just to make it that much more convincing of a Dragons win.
What a flick from Yveria there. Very awkward ball for KP to even try to go for. But even still, Dragons take game 1, played super solid, but let's not take too much for granted. The Rams actually played really well. They put the Dragons to the test, and that's exactly what they need to do. If they want to have any sort of chance in this series, they have to put the Dragons to the test. Challenge them, push them as hard as you can, but watch the double commits. There was a couple there that resulted in Dragons goals. If the Rams can kind of slow the pace down, play to the style that they are used to, they can come back. They can put the Dragons up one game, and they can take this as far as they want to.
They can. They showed that they can. There were points in the game. I mean, it was a 4-1 scoreline, but let's not forget that with 40 seconds left in this game, it was tied. So the Rams definitely showed they are capable of pushing the Dragons a little bit. I will say, though, the Dragons looked really, really strong. It was a 1-1 tie, like I just said, but I'm about to play devil's advocate against myself here because, to be honest with you, the Dragons looked really, really clean. The Rams had a couple of great possessions, but I think the Dragons were the better team for the majority of that game, and it showed eventually in the end result when they were able to get on the board late. So let's see if they continue that momentum and they continue to show they're the better team, or can the Rams sneak back in here? The Dragons, this might be their series to lose, but don't count the Rams out. They are very good players. KP is very strong. We've seen him last season. I didn't see much of NBA last season, but I know he's a decently high salary. So we'll see what they've got for these Dragons right now in game 2. NVA booming it down to the Dragons half. Pro around NVA. KP right there to back him up and keep some pressure on the Dragons early in game 2. Yveria, decent flick over KP, trying to dunk on NVA, and does. That ball right back out to NVA, though. Pro, ooh, that's a bit of an awkward touch. NVA with a chance, but Pro stands strong on the goal line. And we are tied so far in this one, KJ.
Yeah, that's a Fennec moment right there. That is 100% a Fennec moment. Pro just making his car look so much bigger than it actually is. And what a great save.
Yeah, what a great save it was. Oh, Yveria, that's a good 50 right to Pro, and the Dragons strike first yet again.
My goodness, what a 50 with NVA. Pro making sure he's in the right spot. One thing I do gotta say, though, the Rams are getting the pressure, The only thing is that they're not capitalizing on the opportunities. They're not playing patiently. They gotta be able to slow down a little bit. You can't. I honestly don't think that the Rams can outpace the Dragons, but they can outthink them.
They absolutely can. Yeah, I don't think they're going to out-mechanic. I think is what you're trying to say there. I don't think they're going to out-mechanic the Dragons. Pro and Yveria are very, very mechanical players. But they can outsmart them. If they play smart and they follow rotations well, they absolutely can stay in this series. Let's see if they're able to. Yveria, though, that's a good pass out to Pro. Sneaks it by the defense, off the post and in. What a shot from Pro. And the Dragons up 2-0.
I honestly thought that was going wide. I really did. I thought that was going to hit them off the post and pop right out. But it didn't. Pro with the he must have made a phone call to Psionics and was like, hey, I really, really want this ball to go in. And sure enough, Psionics delivered and said, here you go. You can have this goal.
Yeah, a very, very random almost goal right there. You never know where those bounces off the post are going to go. But for Pro, it's going to bounce right in to the opposing net. KP now on defense on the sidewall. A bit of an awkward jump in the air. Will miss the ball, but NVA is there to back him up. Pro takes his ball back into his own corner. Will collect the corner boost. And now attempt to exit the zone. He's got a good touch off the sidewall. Meets up with NVA. NVA keeping the ball back into the Dragons half. KP looking to get something started. Go for a bump. NVA not there to capitalize on the pass. Let's back out. KP would have had a shot. Pro, good defense on the back line. KP a demo now onto Yveria. Could that be another strategy, KJ, here for the Rams, going for the aggressive demo plays?
That might be a good idea. Get a little physical with these two. That physical play, it really does make a difference. People give it a lot of grief that you go for that physical play. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I think the Rams, if they start going for that physical play, it will work in their favor.
See Yveria here, get a touch to the sidewall now. Ooh, could be opportunity here for NVA. Decent flick, but Pro is there, standing strong yet again. I mentioned at the top of the cast that he's got some great defense, and he's showing us in this series so far, but he's got offense too. Pro, that's a three-piece for the Dragons. We still got a minute left in this game.
Is that a three-piece for Pro as well? I think he might have the hat trick.
It is. That's the hat trick for Pro.
Yep, that's what I thought. Great. And this is what I was talking about. The positioning that the Dragons have is just completely outpacing the Rams. Their position has been almost next to perfect. As Yveria gonna put another goal in for the Dragons. Dragons really starting to run away with this one.
Yes, they are. It did, just like last game, it took them a little bit to get on the board, but eventually the floodgates open, and now the Dragons up 4-0, a minute 38 remaining. And the Rams, if you're the Rams here, not necessarily looking to take this game. 4 goals in a minute and 30 is a tall order, even in a twos competition. But if I was them, I would be saying, hey, let's get some momentum here. Let's clean it up. Make sure we get a couple goals here before the end of it. KP looking to do just that, and it will be NVA off the touch from Yveria on the goal line. That does get the Rams on the board.
Yeah, great touch there from KP. An unfortunate heavy touch from Yveria. NVA able to capitalize, which is exactly what they need to start doing. They got to put that pressure. That little bit of pressure there caused that heavy hit from Yveria, gave them the opportunity, and they scored on it. If they can do that more, we got ourselves a series.
We absolutely do. Rams looking to drive downfield. KP trying to take it past both the defenders. Unable to impose his will. Pro takes a touch off the sidewall, trying to confuse NVA. NVA having none of it. Still finds the ball. Finds it again. It's right to Pro. Pro on the back line now, trying to keep this ball away from KP. KP uses all of his boost. Finds a touch. Another one out to the midfield will be met by no follow-up from NVA. Yveria's shot will be wide. And now it is Pro. Into the corner. KP takes it away. KP off the sidewall, takes a dribble, good touch, no boost, finds the corner. Can he pass this out to NVA? Ooh, looks for it, but read well by Yveria on the back line, and he will cash in for a goal at the same time. 5-1 Dragons.
It kind of makes you start to wonder what the communication is like for NVA and KP. Because KP had the boost to be able to get that ball, NVA with none. I don't know what's going on with the Rams, but they do not look solid right now.
No, they do not. I'm not even sure at this point if it's they don't look solid or if it's just the Dragons are just too much of a monster to overcome here for the Rams. And that is going to be the end of this game. Game 2 into the books. Dragons a 5-1 victory to follow up their 4-1 Game 1 victory. And yeah, KJ, I mean, all right, so let's talk about this for the Rams. You're now down 2-0 in the series. You want to get a game here. A reverse sweep is not going to be easy, especially not against these Dragons. So what's the strategy? I mean, where do you turn?
I think, to be honest with you, Harmonic, I don't know what the Rams have to do. I think the physical play is a good way to go. But, I mean, even with the physical play, you find yourself in an awkward position. You're not ready for a pass. You can't make a shot. It's just, it is a bad equation, all in all. I think if they are able to get physical, the person that they need to focus on is going to be Pro. Pro has been all over the field, both offensively and defensively, and he has been an absolute monster. If they can get rid of Pro, take Pro out of the picture, there's a good chance that they're able to find themselves in those 1v1 situations. And I know KP and NVA do have the 1v1 abilities. It's just whether they can put them on display.
That's right. We haven't touched on that angle yet. KP is a great ones player. We know this to be true, but on the same vein, so is Pro. And we will see now how this plays out. In Game 3, NVA takes a bit of a pot shot. It'll go off the backboard. Yveria needs a touch. He doesn't have it. And NVA with a double start us off for the Rams.
This is a great start if you are a Rams fan, and for NVA and KP. This is what they needed. Get that little bit of momentum. Now it's literally maintain. If you can maintain the positive vibe, and KP is going to keep it going for the Rams with a great dunk on the Pro.
Here we go. Pro going for a little bit of a sneaky kickoff, trying to get that back to Yveria. I don't think he accounted for how fast KP was going to get to that ball. And he just slots it right home. Rams now take a 2-0 lead. Not only do they have their first lead in the series, KJ, it's a 2-goal advantage. So now, yeah, you're right. At this point, I think maybe you just park the bus. Try to play as great of a defense as you can to hold on to this 2-goal lead, because, again, you do not want to go down 3-0 to these Dragons. That is not a recipe for success. And speaking of the Dragons, they're going to look to get out of this 2-goal hole starting right now. Pro, a bit of a back pass. Not sure that's exactly what he intended. NVA very forward here in the offensive zone. Yveria out of his own corner. NVA hanging around, looking for something. KP goes. He'll leave NVA alone on the back line. Yveria misses the bump. NVA taking boost, takes a bit of a heavy touch. And now Pro leaves it for Yveria. Yveria out to Pro. Pro looking for the ball. KP intercepts it. Yveria will have a touch. NVA, an opportunity here. Passes it to KP. KP takes a shot. Pro's on the goal line. Not going to happen. KP's shot goes in. And the Rams have a 3-0 lead.
What a passing play from the Rams. NVA, KP, goal. Perfect play. But can I touch on something real quick?
Do it.
Notice the difference between the Rams and Dragons play style right now. Rams are more than happy to just boom this ball down the field. They did it in the past 2 games. The Dragons are taking a more controlled play style. They're going for the dribbles. They're going for the little touches. They're trying to follow up their touches. Booming the ball works, but not always.
I'm so glad you touched on that, KJ, because that is pinpoint perfect analysis of how this game is going so far. The Dragons definitely taking the more controlled approach. Every single touch you can see kind of matters to them. They're trying to figure out what they can do, how they can set each other up. And the Rams, yeah, they're not afraid to boom it ball, just like NVA booms it into the goal. And I got to admit, KJ, I did not see this coming at all. But the Rams have a 4-goal advantage.
This I feel like there might be somebody in their comms that's like, all right, boys, you guys need to get it together, figure out something, because whatever you're doing right now is not working. But in this game particular, it is working, and the passing plays are just on point.
Yeah, this is something else. I'm kind of at a loss for what to say here. Don't get me wrong. I respect both Rams players, as I've said multiple times, but I mean, this is just a really good game from them that I wasn't expecting. The Dragons looked like they had all the momentum in the world, and just a couple of kickoff goals later, and all of a sudden, the Rams look like they have been here this entire time. Look like they have just absolutely taken control of this series.
It really does look like that, though. Like, to be honest. Oh no.
Well, I hope that wasn't a caster curse, KJ. But yeah, Pro takes a good touch here. I didn't think KP knew he was gonna do that, but Pro will take the free goal all day. Still a 3-goal advantage for the Rams. See if they're able to hold on to that. Now it is Yveria on the sidewall. Trying to get the Dragons on the board again. Pro beats NVA to the ball, and now it's only a 2-goal advantage.
I not only do I hope that wasn't a caster curse, I just hope it wasn't a team curse, because we were talking about the Rams. There is still a lot of Rocket League left to play. Rams got a quick 4-goal lead with a lot of time left on the clock. Still possible, but the Rams seem to be surging.
Okay, well, this game has just absolutely blown itself wide open. I was thinking about this earlier, but yeah, Pro and Yveria last game in the post-game interview, they mentioned that I think it was the second game they dropped to the Owls. Then the first half of the game, they were basically just going for clips exclusively, and that was it, and that was the reason, that was their excuse anyway for dropping that game. And I was thinking, okay, maybe that's the case here. Maybe they're just kind of messing around. It didn't really look like that to me. But okay, KP showing off the 1 skill, reopens the 2-goal advantage here for the Rams, and they're not done yet.
Yeah, this is one of the things that I was talking about, is that KP has that 1v1 capability. Pro also another really good ones player. KP just able to beat him on the goal line with a a hook shot?
Yeah, I'd call that a hook shot. Pretty good one at that. NVA looking for something here. KP now has the ball. Pro takes it away. Oh, Pro has full boost off the sidewall. What can he do? Looking for a double touch. A bit too powerful was the shot off the backboard. This will be wide open. If KP could get a bump, could not do it. NVA passes the ball off to KP. They've got about a minute to hold this lead. And this is all, again, assuming, of course, that the Dragons are trying, which we would like to believe that they are, but yeah, we'll see. NVA's touch now. Leaves it for KP. Pro is there. NVA, ooh, he does find the boost pad. It's passive area. Pro on the goal line, calmly takes possession. KP doesn't find it, and this will be an open goal for the Dragons. And now we got a 1-goal game with 37 seconds left.
If you're the Rams, do you start panicking? Do you just kind of hold back a little bit? I mean, what do you do here? Just a great goal there from Pro, able to get past KP. And, you know, like I said, what do you do? Do you start to panic yet? Or do you just hold on and see if the Dragons are able to tie this one?
Yeah, I don't know. You got to play some really, really good defense. That's not going to do it. Pro ties us up with 26 to go. Yeah, I mean, just like you said.
I don't know if I should have said anything. I feel really bad now. Like, I really do. It's just Pro just taking over this game. He's actually taken over this whole series. I mean, this has literally been the Pro show.
The Pro show, I like it. Yeah, he's showing off for sure here in this series. And in this game, the Dragons come storming back. Maybe it was. Like I said, I didn't see it. Maybe they were just messing around in the first half of the game. Can't really tell, but either way, we've got ourselves a tie game. Yveria carries this back into the Dragons' corner, lets it hit the ground, and now we've got overtime in Game 3.
And golden goal. I like a good golden goal.
Oh, Yveria likes a good golden goal, too. Looking for it right there. KP now carries this out of the zone for the Rams. Trying to get past Pro. NVA will have a touch here. Pro gets the bump. Yveria with the ball. It's sailing towards the goal, and the Dragons have taken a 3-game lead in this series.
Oh, what do you do if you're the Rams on this? I mean, there's not too much you can do. KP went for that corner boost. I don't think that was the greatest idea. I don't know if maybe there was a miscommunication there that NVA thought he was going to get a better challenge on that. But either way, the Dragons move to match point. I mean, one of the things, and I just looked at the scoreline, Harmonic. Can we honestly say for this one that it was all offense, no defense?
For the Dragons?
For both.
For both. Oh, yeah, just in the game in general. Yeah. This was definitely a very all-offensive game on both sides of the ball. What, 3 saves total?
Yes, 3 saves total. All offense. Rams showed a lot of life in this one. And I mean a lot of life. I mean, starting out 4-0. Granted, it was early. Dragons were able to come back and win this one in overtime. But the Rams looked so much better in this game than they did in the first 2. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're starting to figure out what the Dragons are trying to do, which is trying to outpace them. They slowed the play down a little bit to their liking, and it worked out for them. They just weren't able to come out with the win. So maybe we'll see something here a little bit different from the Rams in Game 4.
Let's hope so, KJ, for all the fans watching at home. Especially the Rams fans. We've got a 3-0 lead for the Dragons, and anybody who's watched the Expert League all season would know this is just about as tall of an order as you can get for the Rams. To reverse sweep this Dragons roster would be insane, especially not with their top roster on the field. This is dangerous, hanging in front of the goal for far too long, and Pro cleans it up.
I don't even know what happened. I don't think KP realized Pro was moving in on that ball, and NVA just missing the ball. I mean, that's something that's killing this Rams team is the misses and the mistouches and the booming the ball down the field. It works. Like I would say maybe 50% of the time, literally half and half.
Yeah. That is about accurate. It's played out in this game.
Oh my goodness.
It's barred down and in. The Dragons with a 2-goal advantage just 40 seconds in.
Oh my gosh, what a banger from Pro. KP, no chance to be able to get up to that one. And Pro was on the Vipers last season for the Vipers Origin team. And my goodness, he has made a name for himself. Yveria is going to put in a 3rd goal. We're 45 seconds in, and there's already been 3 goals.
Yeah, the Dragons are looking to slam that door shut. It wasn't already closed. It was pretty close, but yeah, they are looking to absolutely slam it shut, nail it to the baseboards, and call this series over with. Pro looking for a crazy angle on the double tap. He did just miss it. Dragons seem to be playing with their food at this point, KJ.
Oh my goodness! I thought I thought I was gonna have to clip something. Oh, I'm sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of sweating this one out. I really want to be able to see this Rams team bring this game back, bring this series back. But with the way the Dragons have been playing, I don't know if it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. These Dragons are just playing on a whole nother level right now. They want to end this quick, and they want to end it in style. NVA will clear this away for the Rams. Now it is Pro in his own back line. NVA trying to dunk this over him, get some pass out to KP, but he won't have it. No boost to his name. Yveria now on the back line. KP quick to the ball, but Yveria is still there, standing strong on the goal line. Pro in his own corner, passes out to Yveria. Yveria on a 2-on-1. It's over one. KP on defense gets a save. Back out off the sidewall is Pro. Gets a demo. Should slow the Rams' attack, and it does exactly that. Yveria takes possession. KP doesn't challenge yet. Playing patiently. Good idea from him. NVA really quick on that ball. Too heavy of a touch. Not looking for the possession play at all are the Rams. I don't blame them. Just got to send the kitchen sink at this point. Pro takes the corner boost out to Yveria. Yveria had retreated. I'm not sure if he knew Pro was going to get that touch. Now Yveria off the sidewall gets another touch as well. Pro bounces this back into the Rams half. KP takes it out. Still, the ball staying in the Rams half here, KJ. It has just been all Dragons.
I mean, the pressure is almost insurmountable. The Dragons have just completely taken control of this game. They want this series to be over. They want this championship really, really badly.
They do, and they're working hard for it and earning it. NVA, that's a double demo. KP with the shot. It's good. The Rams will not be shut out in this game. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and if KP has anything to say about it, Harmonic, we both know this man. He does not want this series to end just yet. There is still 1:45 left. It is possible. They just got to catch the Dragons sleeping.
Just got to catch them sleeping. Exactly right. Yveria, though, will catch the Rams sleeping. Oh, what a save from KP. The pre-jump save is good. The Rams surviving by the skin of their teeth right there. Oh, my goodness. What a save from KP. I was about to sign, seal, deliver that goal right into the back of the net. But KP said, nope, it is not going to happen. NVA trying to get something started on offense now for the Rams. KP knew he was beat to that ball, wisely backed off. Now he takes a possession. Pro taking a very roundabout route here. KP gonna leave this for NVA. Pro will hit it above him. Rams on the back line. Not the best touch from KP, and the Rams now down 4-1, looking absolutely gobsmacked on the pitch.
Unfortunate touch in the corner. Yveria has been capitalizing on those all game. I mean, this is just absolutely incredible, and the Dragons really showing why they're here.
Yeah, now they're just going for flip resets. Oh, KP, good shot right there off the random flip reset from Yveria in midfield. And the Rams, I mean, they could still win this game.
It's definitely still possible. But to be honest with you, I think if the Rams are going to win this one, it's going to be with shots like that. But Pro, just a defensive mastermind. And, yeah. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter what I have to say. I can't even talk.
There's nothing you can do. Pro off the sidewall perfectly places it for Yveria. I mean, what a combo. These guys are something special, KJ, and it will be really cool to see them in Star League next season.
Oh man, and I'll be honest with you, they absolutely deserve it because these guys are so solid and such a well balanced team, especially with Pro being the offensive and defensive powerhouse that he is, and just an all around good game by both of these individuals.
Well, Rams looking to get on the board one more time before the season ends. 4 seconds on the clock. A 2-goal game would have to be some really, really crazy kickoff shenanigans for the Rams to find their way back into this one. But they will go out, I think, with their heads high. They made it to the championship. They put up a decent fight against the Dragons, who are, I mean, the top team in Expert League. So no shame at all here for the Rams. KP looking for one more. It won't happen. Ball hits the ground, and the Dragons are your Expert League Season 3 champions.
Yeah, and congratulations go out definitely to the Dragons, but congratulations also goes out to the Rams. Rams played as good of a series as they could. They had one hell of a season. So congratulations goes out to both of these teams. It was not a one-sided it was a one-sided affair as we thought, but the Rams did definitely put up a fight. But Harmonic, we got the boys in here. Pro Yveria, congratulations on winning the Expert League Championships.
Hello, hello, and thank you. It was a season.
It was a season that was. That was a season of Rocket League that we just played through. And you guys won the whole thing. So yeah, congratulations again. This seemed like a pretty easy series for you guys. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there. Is that a pretty accurate description, would you say?
Yeah.
Game 3 was sus.
A little sus?
Game 3 was really sus.
Why was it so sus?
We were. I don't know.
Caught off
I
guard.
don't know what happened in the first minute and a half, but we were just throwing. Our chemistry just felt so off. I started challenging things too early. I couldn't find Pro on the field, and then it just came back in game 4. Yeah, 4. And we just started hitting passes back to back to back. I don't know. It's just a little bit of a roller coaster dip.
I mean, we were here in the booth actually talking about that. You guys didn't exactly look to be on the same page, but you still were able to pull it out at the end in overtime, winning that one 6-5. But my question is this: how are you feeling after being able to come into this series, not knowing what to expect from KP and NVA? And to come out with a 4-0 sweep of a Rams team that has had a very good season.
I actually have a little bit of a speech to give
No.
that I will touch upon that actually.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
go.
So
The floor is yours.
first of all, I would actually like to apologize for previous interviews because I know I sound cocky and I know I come off really, really wrong. And if you've been in my private VCs, you know I'm not actually like that. I'm not I don't have the biggest ego in the world, but I do think that. Well, I mean, I try to remain honest to myself, and I keep my words as true as I believe them to be. So when I say there is not a lineup in expert that will beat me and Pro together on a team on the field, I mean that as in expert and especially Origin, because oh my, Origin has improved so much, and to a lesser extent Star, and to a very much lesser extent Elite. All of the playoff teams, when they face each other, those matches are decided by not the skill of yes, the skill of the players, but by how much they improved from the beginning of the season. Like if we look at Hawkish from the beginning, preseason reverse sweep against the Gators, I have no idea how he pulled that off, but it really is just a show of how much every single team improved, got how much chemistry they gained together, And honestly, just the amount of time they put in. I'm deserted from this speech. Yeah, unlucky, Ruddy. But like if you look at Origin, Toucan and Senpai, and then Rico and Styx, they each, if you look at any of their games from the beginning of the season and compare them to now, it's night and day. Like they've improved so much, so unbelievably much. But the reason I say it, or going back to what I was touching upon earlier, the reason I say nobody in expert will beat me in pro is because me and pro put in the most amount of hours, just in general. We play together so much. We're always in training. We're always doing everything. We're literally just always on. And I'm not really trying to roast the teams that play this game for fun. Like I know Bondo and Xano were definitely what a voice crack. We're definitely the scariest lineup looking at expert in the beginning of the season. I'm pretty sure everybody feared that lineup, but they didn't play the game as much and they were mainly playing for fun, and that's what their season showed it. And when you take me and pro, for example, me and pro have been literally grinding the game together. Like pro reached 1500 at week 6. I reached nearly 1500 before the season even started, and we kept grinding. Like in the beginning of the season, we scrimmed the Vipers. We lost horribly. Like we took them to game 5 or something in scrims, but all those games were so close, and we didn't deserve to win half of them. But we scrimmed them at the end of the season, and we beat each and every one of their lineups. The only lineup that me and Pro lost to was Rev and Feed, and then we beat them afterwards, after like the first game. It was actually insane. And touching upon the series actually, I am slightly disappointed because, in all honesty, the only lineup this entire season that had a chance of beating me in pro in the grand finals or whatever this was, championships, was Michael, Zuriel, and Light. That was the only team that had a chance of beating me in pro. They were putting in the hours. Zuriel even ranked up to star. Michael's going to be in star next season. Light, unfortunate situation for him, never got the chance to even play against me in pro, aside from the warm-up scrim from week 1, which was absolutely hilarious. But it was very disappointing coming into the series, knowing that we weren't going to face a lineup that's going to have a lot of chemistry, a lot of time played together, an entire season backing them up. It was very disappointing. But that being said, NVA and KP played their hearts out, because Game 3 honestly took us by surprise. We were expecting to go in with a very, very easy sweep, and they honestly came out. They came out after Game 2. They were like, no, we're not letting this happen, and they nearly didn't let it happen. But that's about it from me. To answer your question fully with my speech.
Very, very, very well said, dude. Honestly, that's I think my job's just done. Like you gave all the insight I think I could have possibly asked for. But I mean, you're absolutely right. I want to second that. I mentioned to KJ, I think at the beginning of, I'm not sure if it was before the series even started or if it was after game 1, but I mentioned basically the same thing. I said every single time I log onto this game, I see you and Pro online already in training or queuing together. I know you guys have put in the hours, and it absolutely showed throughout the season, and you could definitely tell by the end of it that you guys were just leagues ahead of where you started as well, just like all these other leagues like you mentioned. So yeah, I don't think you could be more right, and you guys definitely deserve this win. And yeah, I appreciate you shouting out the Rams as well, because they did put up a fight. That game 3 was really, really close, really exciting to watch, and like you said, they didn't have the chemistry coming into this. They hadn't played together all season, really. So yeah, it was a tough ask for them, but we were happy that they showed up and they put up a decent fight. Pro, You look a little quiet back there. You got any words for us?
I don't know. Mega kind of said it all.
Don't you
yeah,
want to do your
honestly.
shout out thing that you said you wanted to do before we even played?
Oh
Call
yeah.
them out. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, shout out to people in the audience. My cousins,
no, that's not what I was
Micah.
expecting.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Mike and Donovan. Thanks for watching me. Appreciate it. And also shout out Rams, entire Rams roster, Eden, all those people. And
the Eagles thing.
Right, the Eagles thing. So Sky and CBK, when do you guys want a show match? Can't wait to get absolutely clapped by an elite team.
Oh my!
Calling
out. If you win the expert championship, next thing you know, you're calling out the elite championship. Let's go. This is what we're here for, baby. Who cares if you'd get absolutely gobsmacked? Doesn't really matter. I would love to see that show match for one. But yeah, I mean, KJ, anything else you got for these guys?
I don't really have anything else. Yveria, very well said in that little speech. So to both of you gentlemen, congratulations on being the Season 3 Expert League champions.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You guys, again, played really well. Yep. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of our FDL champions this season. Love to see it. This really was a fun season to watch, to cast, to play in. Really enjoyed it all. And big thanks to everybody on Congress, by the way, for helping to make it happen. And guys like Chris, who aren't on Congress yet, but maybe will be, who really make things happen behind the scenes. You guys are all awesome. And I really thank you guys so much for just having an environment like this where we can play Rocket League together, have a fun time. And yeah, it's been good. It's very excited for season 4. I'll just say that. So yeah, I think that's about going to do it for our final sign off here for season 3.
One last ka-chow.
One last ka-chow. Life is a highway, as you guys once famously said last series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So KJ, great casting with you, man. Casey, thanks for hosting. Yeah, I think that's going to do it here. Season 3 is in the books. Thank you guys all for watching and supporting us during this season. I will hope you join us for season 4. Stay tuned if you're in the Discord. If you're not, join the league, guys. Like, what are you doing? Let's play some Rocket League. And yeah, just watch out for some announcements. We'll be hitting you guys up with us soon. Follow us on Twitter if you're not. That's how you're going to hear about the league as well. Yeah, just stay in touch. But for KJ, KC, I've been Harmonic. We'll see you in season 4.